listen, it's totally fine. But is anybody using their .net right now?
No, I am not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you why I think you should be using it and how you should be using it. And the biggest thing is I You guys, I don't know about you guys. Remember when we had the desk phones and I had the hardest time like giving up that desk phone number. Like I had it on my signs. I like was like, hi, like now they want me to use my cell phone because I had that desk phone number and I just was like, I can't, people will never find me. Oh my gosh, everybody knows this number. And guess what, guys? It's not true. It's not true. They find you. They they know what you're doing. They can easily do these things. But I also get like I don't want to confuse people. I want people. My pen is like bothering me almost here. All right, there we go. Um, we want people to be able to find you, but you also don't want people to confuse you. And so we're always constantly trying to figure out how to get in front of everybody. Well, your .NET site is not only going to help you get in front of people, it's going to help you get people's information. It's going to help you connect to know what people are thinking, what people want to know. And I'm going to show you how to use your .NET without saying, oh, and by the way, I have a second email or I have a second website. No, you don't have to do any of that. We're going to use your .NET site as your main QR code. Does that make sense to you guys?
Okay.
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple screens first, and I'm going to show you what things kind of look like. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I do the live stream, I'm not going to go all the way into everything, but I want you to see a few things of what happens when they go all the way in. So I'm going to show you where everything is, how to get to your .NET site, how to make a QR code with your .NET site, are the things that we're going to accomplish today. So when somebody goes to your .NET, this is what they're going to see. They're going to
We
see a
can't see
website.
anything.
You
I
can't
can't
see
see
anything.
anything. I'm sorry.
Your
No,
screen
I
is black.
appreciate you. How about now?
Yes, now we can see.
Yay. Okay. So what I was going to show you is this is what they come into when they see your .NET. It's going to say your name, realtor, team Lisa, or team whoever you are. It's going to be, tell you where you're located. It's going to give them a search option. They can easily chat with you right here, and it links automatically to your Facebook page. So if you have your Facebook page linked, which if you have it on your website, it's Bobby, are you having some problems or are you doing okay?
I would have a little problem with the camera, but don't worry about me.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you guys could hear me and maybe I'm too loud. You could just tell me to.
No, I'm just having a problem with our little webcam deal.
Okay. Um, so anyways, this is what they're gonna do. They can come up here, they can find a home, they can get a home evaluation, and then they can scroll, and those things are also more prominent on the pages, which we'll see when we get into the actual site. But what I want to do is show you what if they, go down a little bit on this site and they want to know what their house is worth. I'm hoping you're continuing to see my screen, but they can click here and instantly find out what the valuation of their house is. And if they click on that and actually do that, this is what's going to come up. And what I love about this is it says, you know, here's your Zestimate. Here's kind of what my computer said. And, reach out if you have any questions. And then I love that it has this little disclaimer right here that says, independent pricing estimates are based on statistical models that, are available to data that estimate the market value. Estimates are not a local expert. They don't walk you through the home or they don't walk through the homes or homes in the market to know that their data or, or account for condition. So ask me. I'd love to price your home in today's market. So it's like telling you right there, like giving you that little disclaimer if they don't agree with it. But I will tell you, lots of times they're pretty darn close. I'm very, very surprised. And then if you scroll down, there's a spot, and I'm so sorry, but I didn't get a screenshot of it, but it says like, I have buyers in your neighborhood. I have buyers that are looking. There's buyers out there looking for your type of home. And if you're like, it says like sign in for a full report. And then, oops, this is what pops up. It shows them sign up with your email address and your password. They say use your phone number as your password. Hint, hint. Now you got their number. It also says I consent to receive text messages and phone calls. So they do know what they're signing up for. So if they yell at you later, just remind them that, this is what they signed. But this is the cool part, guys. Look at what pops up. It tells them that there's online engagements with Edina Realty that are 2,000 in their area. 77 online engagements near this house and 12 that are looking at around this price range. That's just incredible to be able to say, to show them like that there are buyers looking for houses that they're looking for. So that's what I wanted to show you on that. And then now I'm going to jump in and really hope that you guys follow me to Emma. So let's see if I get you all the way in here. Are you
Lisa, this
seeing
is
my
Eric Young.
dashboard? I'm sorry, one more time.
Hi, Lisa. This is Eric Young. Quick question.
Yes.
Back on the buyer interest section,
Yep.
there is buyer IDs in that section, and you just had a snapshot, but if you can see it, there
Yep.
are these buyer IDs, rating things, and so forth. So, are those names, are those contacts accessible, or are those just captured within a Dan Realty system thing saying xxx.xx.7204 phone number? Those aren't really accessible to us agents.
Kind of, because if you did reverse prospecting, they would be in there.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So if you did reverse prospecting, those would be the people that you'd be reaching out to that they have auto emails set up that have interest in the property. So what you could say, if you're showing them this report or you're looking at this stuff with them ahead of time, you can say, and after we list and all these things pop up here, we'll be able to reach out to these agents and make sure that they see that your house is coming soon or that your house is hitting the market or all of those things, because I'll be doing those things day one.
Sweet.
Yeah. So like it all kind of integrates together and works really, really nicely. But you guys, the other thing is that all we hear is like agents don't do anything. And, like, how much do I pay them? Well, we're giving you so much language and so many things to talk about all the backside information that you can get ahead of time. And you have proof now by showing these kind of reports of like all the things that you're monitoring and keeping track of. And that just really makes your value seem a lot greater. So, continue to think about that as we're going along. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to go up to the profile. Do you see your little picture up here in the corner? You click on that, and this is where you're going to get your .NET site. So if you want to see what your .NET site looks like, just click on it and it's going to pop up. And this is how we're also going to make our QR code, is we're going to come in here and I'm just going to grab the URL from up here, and that's how I'm going to make my QR code in Canva, because I feel like that's the easiest way. But first I wanted to show you a few things here. So right here, if they can put in, if they just wanted to search for a house, like, oh, I want to quickly search for a house that's in my neighborhood or whatever, they totally can come here and do that. The other part is, your search starts here. If they click on this to get started, they can set up their own auto email. So what it does, you click in there and it will ask them like, what price range, what's this? Then you'll get a message that they now have a saved search. And that will be through Emma. And every time they click, every time they do anything, you will get to see through your Emma CRM that they're doing stuff in their saved search that they set up themselves. Because we do know that there's some people that don't want to do everything themselves, and so they are like, "Whoa, I'll just click on this button and do this." And once I'm going to show you, this pops up if you put it on a QR code, and this QR code can go on everything. So, what is my home worth? You can right here click what's my home worth, and that's where that next page came up that we just looked at, and then they could go deeper dive and say, "Hey, there's really buyers here." Then you would be able to see that. Instant listing alerts. This is another way they can subscribe now and set themselves up on an auto search. It's just like another way of grabbing that information. They can actually get pre-approved with your Edina lender through Prosperity. So Katie Strom, if they click this and fill out an actual application, Katie Strom gets notified and I get notified that somebody filled it out online. And so lots of times you want this to be in hands of people you might not have even realized were even thinking about it, but they can get an instant approval by filling out the full application here. And I'm not kidding you guys, it is a full application. I mean, these guys can download their bank statements if they wanted in this application, and it is completely secure, brings it right to the Prosperity Mortgage site, and it works really, really slick. So, then, if you still have questions, contact me. They can click on here, ask you any kind of questions that they want. They can do a chat with me, which I told you goes to your messenger for Facebook if you have it. And it also just shows a whole bunch of houses that have been listed in the area, open houses that are going to be happening, all of these things. And it says, like, areas we cover. We cover all of these areas because we cover all of Minnesota. And then once again, if they get all the way to the bottom and they still want to reach out to you, they can easily do that. And your contact information is at the bottom. This is all 100% already designed for you. You don't have to do anything else except for use it. So now I'm going to show you. Do we have any questions before I move on from here? Because I'm going to show you how to make the QR code in Canva.
Just wanna
Well,
make
you
sure that
lost.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Whoop, I lost somebody.
This, I'm trying to get to where you are in the control panel there for that website.
Okay. And did
I
you,
was, yeah.
are you here? Let me go back. Your front page. Are you on the front page?
Yep.
Up in the right-hand corner, do you have your little picture up there?
Yep.
And you clicked on that?
That's the part I didn't do. No.
And then go to the .net website right here.
Yeah, I'm there. Now, how do we get to mess with it?
Okay, so once you're in there, then this is where you're going to capture where we're going to make the QR code. But in here is where, like, if you go out, like, if you move your cursor on any of these things, it's going to let you do all those things. Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so I captured this, and now I'm going to go into my Canva, and hopefully you guys are going to follow me to Canva. Did you guys follow?
Yep, and then just one quick note, obviously, you're on, when White Lake agents click on that get pre-approved, that information goes to Jenny and Dave as opposed to Katie. Just so that-
Yes.
just so
Yeah.
that-
Great, great. Yes, that will go to
We're not
Jenny.
giving
And
Katie, we're not giving Katie any business she doesn't deserve, right?
no, not at all. Not at all. You will be giving, it will go to Jenny, and it will go to I don't know, the loan officer in Grand if they're watching this. So, like, those three offices, it will go to your preferred mortgage officer.
Right, I think that's Joe Tooby.
Yes, yes, Joe Tupi. And so when you're in Canva to make your QR code, you want to make sure you're in this templates. I mean, you can go into the Canva AI or, your own designs. But if you go into here and just put in make just write QR code. It will come up with all kinds of ideas and things for you to use. And so I'm just going to choose one here. I'm going to use this one right here. So from here, I'm going to say, yes, I want to customize this template. And let's just talk about for a minute where you could use this QR code. This QR code could be used in your open house. It could be used on your flyers. It could be used on an advertisement. I have seen just random QR codes just sit in places, and I've seen people scanning them just because the curiosity catches the cat, kind of thing. So I've seen people put these on their t-shirts. I've seen people put them all over the place. So lots of different ways that we can do that. But all right, so now we're coming in and we're going to say, all right, we want to make our QR code. We're going to come into all of our apps here, and you're going to go, can you see this right here where it says QR code on the left-hand side? I hope you can. But what we're going to do is we're going to click that, and we're going to come up here and we're going to put my URL right in there, and we're going to say generate code. And bada bang, bada boom, there it is. And if you scan it, you will see, which you can just scan the screen if you'd like. It will bring you to my .NET site. Nowhere does it says it's a .NET site. Nobody says it's a different site than the one you already have. Nobody says that it's a major landing page and squeeze page, but that's exactly what it is it's a built-in squeeze page landing page for everybody. You could put this on Facebook. You could put this on Instagram. You could put it on t-shirts. You could put it on billboards. You could put it anywhere. So, and then, obviously you can just customize, and I wouldn't say for payment. I would say for all things real estate, Lisa Nephew. And I could add Edina Realty. I could add my logo. I could add design. I could do all kinds of things. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is. We keep hearing squeeze pages, landing pages. Okay, I got to build this and I got to start from scratch. You don't have to start anywhere. This tells everything. It tells you how much your house is worth. It tells you what's happening in your market neighborhood. It tells you all the things. So hopefully this was a little helpful. Does anybody have any questions?
Make it easy, Lisa.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Make it easy, Lisa.
Good, I'm glad. If you guys have any questions, you guys always know where to reach me. I hope you guys have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, deals. That's crazy.